Okay, let's do example 2 that I did in class today. I'm going to use the AC method. So the first thing I'm going to do is factor out the largest or the greatest common factor. Okay. I wrote it down wrong. There's an X here, guys. Okay, so that tells me that there's an X in every single term, so I can go ahead and factor that out. What else can I factor out? 6 is divisible by 2. 1/16 is divisible by 2. 80 is divisible by 2. I can factor out a 2x. So I have 6x cubed minus 1/16 x squared minus 80x. So I'm going to divide everything by 2x. Okay, so I end up with 3x squared minus 8x minus 40. Okay, so I have 3x squared minus 58x minus 40 equals 0. Okay, now let's look at that trinomial. Okay, now I need to make my little table. So factor AC, and it has to equal the sum, or B, so negative 58. The sum has to equal negative 58. So A times C is 3 times negative 40, so that's negative 120. Let's start doing the factors of negative 120. Okay, one of the numbers has to be positive, the other has to be negative. Which number has to be the negative number? The larger number. Okay, because think about it. If we have 1 and then negative 120, okay, the larger number has to be negative, because when you add this, you end up with what, negative 119. Okay, let's go ahead and rewrite that here. Negative 119. But if the smaller number is negative, we have negative 1 and 120, that's positive 119. We're not going to be able to get a negative number when the smaller number is negative. Okay, so let's go continue. So we have 2 and negative 60. When you add those two, we have negative 58. So that's my correct answer. So what do I do now? I have to take that middle term, which is negative 116. Oh no, I don't. I'm writing down the wrong thing. This is my factored out form. So we have the middle term is negative 58. I have to rewrite these two terms, okay, as negative 58. And how I'm going to do that? 2x minus 60x. So we have plus 2x minus 60x. I'm going to go ahead and draw a little arrow to show that it's 2x minus 60x. So we have the 2 and the negative 60. Okay? And then we have minus 40 equals 0. Now let's go ahead and group the 2. We have 2x. What's the common factor? X. Okay? Whoops. When we factor out an x from 3x squared plus 2x, divide both of the terms by x, we end up with 3x plus 2. So 3x plus 2. Okay, now I'm going to factor out my greatest common factor between negative 60 and negative 40. That's negative 20. When I factor that out, we have negative 60x minus 40. Divide both of the terms by negative 20. So we have 3x plus 2. So we have 3x plus 2 equals 0. Okay, now let's go ahead and factor out 3x plus 2. So 2x, okay, And then when you factor out 3x plus 2, what you have left is an x and a negative 20. X minus 20. So we have 2x and then 3x plus 2 and then x minus 20 equals 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and split all of them down where the x's are. So we have 2x equals 0, 3x plus 2 equals 0, x minus 20 equals 0. So when we divide both sides by 2, we get x equals 0. Subtract 2 on both sides, so 3x equals negative 2 divided by 3. So x equals negative 2/3. Okay, I'm going to add 20 to both sides. So x equals 20. So we have x equals 0, negative 2/3, and 20. And that's my final answer. Good job, guys.